Good morning and happy Aloha Friday and the day that we're observing Veterans Day here at Middle School North. Um, we've been doing balancing of chemical equations in science, and this is a real challenge for a lot of my students because it is hard, and a lot of the kids have to fail in order to get to the proper solutions. And that really seems to be hardest for my really good students who really just aren't used to failing. And so, what I talk about with those students a lot is about how they should fail fast and fail early and often and work through that problem, and that's an easier way to get to that solution, or a quicker way to get to that solution, and not be afraid to fail. I talk about failing forward and failing fast and failing better. Stop sulking and start doing. Far too often in education and other fields, we spend a lot of time trying to get it right the first time, and we sit in meetings and we talk about what we should do. We develop um, plans, and we read books and go to social media groups and do all this stuff because it gives the impression that we're doing something, but really we're not. We're just kind of spinning our wheels and not trying different things. We're afraid to fail. And so often the solution is in the doing and moving beyond that. And so even if we fail, we learned how not to do it. And so I really try to encourage my students to work through that, to try something. If it doesn't work, try something else. And, failing is not real failure until you give up. Once you give up, it's pretty much over. And, failing is part of the process. Um, we've also been doing quite a bit of labs this week. We are, testing a lot as far as looking for evidence if a chemical reaction has taken place. And those labs are really great for the kids because they can really see um, chemistry in action. They can observe the chemistry. We're looking for color changes and bubbles that are giving off carbon dioxide gas. Or yesterday we did a lab where we were measuring energy in the form of heat and those types of things. And so if you're not part of my classroom Google Photos album, I will put a link in here. I do update that quite a bit as far as things that we're doing in class, and so you have can see a lot of the things that we're doing. Some important dates that are coming up: we have an author visit next week, and then Thanksgiving break. Really looking forward to that. Food, football, and family, my favorite things. When we come back, we will have NWEA testing that week we come back. Okay. And so, as far as like what's happening in science, I'm going to be wrapping up that chemical reaction stuff um, before we get to Thanksgiving break. So that will be finished up. I will not be finishing up the biology, DNA, and protein synthesis. So we'll do a little bit more DNA, do some protein synthesis right before break, and then when we come back, we'll do some quick review and finish that up before Christmas gets here. Um, in science, we're not going to have a semester final. Instead, we're going to do a semester project where they'll work in groups, but they'll have individual things that they need to submit. In biology, though, we will have a semester final. So more information coming on that. As always, if you have any question, comments, or concerns, please feel free to contact me. Always appreciate those who can share, your thoughts and ideas in Parent Square, or just throw me an appreciate. That is always appreciated. So thank you so much. Have a great weekend.